everyone, so today's video is going to be a diet. It's going to be a diet video on my piggy Minstrel, who you're currently looking at. She's currently calling for her veggies, so we're going to feed them to her during the video. I'd just like to say that I've only just got Minstrel. I've only had her a week, so I'm still trying out new things with her. This also isn't a video on what you should feed your guinea pig, it's just what I'm feeding her. I'm open to suggestions if people have better ideas or foods they really recommend or any veg that their guinea pig particularly loves. Leave any suggestions and comments below. I'll make sure I read every single comment, but I'll just be showing you what she's currently fed on. So hay is the first thing on Minstrel's diet. It is extremely important because a guinea pig's diet is 80% hay, so this is the hay that she's currently on. Seeing as I've only had her a week, I haven't had time to find a local supplier of farm hay. So at the moment she is on shop bought hay, but this is what it looks like. I think it looks quite nice. There is some very green strands and then a bit browny strands, but I'm actually really impressed with the hay. It's not dusty and they are quite stalky and nice and hard for her to trim her teeth down on. So I am impressed with this hay. However, I can't wait to start farm hay because I've heard that it is amazing quality. So this is just the hay she's currently on. It is the Pillow Wad Meadow hay. And that's what it looks like in the bag. Obviously the bottom bit looks a bit more browner or via the lighting, but it isn't that brown in real life as you saw in the box. It looks very fresh and green, and Minstrel is quite a big fan of it. She does love it, and I can't wait to try the Timothy hay on her as well with this brand until I start. So Minstrel's hay is supplied in hay racks, in hay balls, on the floor, in boredom breakers like stuffed as in toilet roll tubes and corrugated tunnels. She's also got lots in her hidey places. She's got hay lots of places in her cage, and this is just to encourage her to eat plenty of it. So she's got 24/7 unlimited access to hay whenever she feels like it, and I'm starting to mix in some forage as well to really encourage her to eat. We then have pellets, and currently Minstrel is fed on the Harrington pellets, which is just here. I'm really happy with these pellets as they are Timothy based, which is key, and they also don't have any alfalfa, which is something I'm looking out for, as Minstrel is a 4-year-old piggy and I've got to stay away from lots of alfalfa and calcium because that can cause bladder stones. So as she is quite an old piggy, I have to be careful with what I do feed her. I'm quite happy with the Harrington pellets at the moment. I may try and find Oxbow if I can online, as I've heard that is much better, one of the best you can feed. So I'm going to try and find that for her if I can, but for now she's on the Harrington's pellets, and I am really happy with this. Her coat is nice and shiny, she's really bubbly, and she's got full of energy, so I am putting this down to what she's fed on, her diet, so I'm really happy with the Harrington's pellets. If we look at the ingredients on the Harrington's pellets, it's sunflower extract, wheat feed, grass, oat feed, maize, apple, grape, caramel, vegetable oil, minerals and yeast. So it's 100% safe and natural for her, but again I'm going to try and find the Oxbow, which is mainly Timothy based, which is what I'm really looking for. But I am happy with the Harringtons at the moment. So Minstrel's pellets are currently kept in this big Mars box, and as you can see they're just loose here, and that is what they look like at a close-up. So usually she gets, at the moment I'm still testing with sort of measurements for her. I usually give her about half a cup in the morning, and I see how she gets on with that. So that's about the amount that I'm giving her at the moment. That is an egg cup, by the way. So she'll get about that amount in the morning. It depends how she gets through that. If she gets through that, I might give her another half in the evening. But for now, because she is quite a tubby piggy, she's getting through that through the day, so that's the amount she'll get throughout the day. I'm also trying to encourage her to eat more hay rather than just pellets. So I'm trying to limit the amount she does get, because she used to have literally an unlimited bowl since she was a baby to an adult, which isn't very good for her because she has made her quite fat, and also she was on muesli. So I am trying to slim her down a bit, and that's the amount she'll get throughout the whole day, and she doesn't always even finish that. She's not too fussed on her pellets. She'll just go there for a nibble and a munch when she's sick on board of her hay or her veg. So of course vegetables are a huge part in Minstrel's diet because she can't produce her own vitamin C, so she needs lots of vegetables to give her that extra boost of vitamin C. However, we have to be careful with her calcium count because she is an older piggy and is susceptible to bladder stones, and I do need to be careful of that. For now I'm just trying her out with loads of different veg. Once I've had her for a little longer, I'll say about another 3 weeks I'll be doing this, and then I'll start making a rota on all the vegetables she likes and doesn't like, and the high calcium ones and the high vitamin C ones, and sort of balancing it so she gets a very balanced diet on vegetables. So just here I have a few varieties of different vegetables I'll feed her. Like I said, I haven't yet decided when I'm going to feed what and when, so like kale is very high in calcium, but I might feed it with things like red pepper, which are low in calcium but very high in vitamin C. However, I haven't planned this yet, I've literally just put a bunch of veg together. So I'll just show you, I've got some romaine lettuce. I also have some celery, which I've chopped up really small because they can have celery, but it is known to be very stringy, so we do need to cut it up nice and small for them. She's squeaking. And then we have some red pepper, which is one of her big favourites. She absolutely loves red pepper. We also have some kale here, which she adores, but again, it's very high in vitamin C, so I do need to be careful and balanced. And then she just has some of these green beans here, which she does like as well. But again, she's just trying these out. But these aren't her favourite, but we're just trying different things out at the moment. So little Miss Piggy here is begging for her veggies. So other sort of veg she likes is carrot and cucumber. She also loves herbs such as parsley and basil. She also likes lots of other types of lettuce, such as little gem lettuce. She likes courgette. She really isn't fussy. She'll eat anything you give her. Thank God, she's not fussy at all, which is really, really good. So she'll practically, any sort of veg I put in front of her, she'll gobble it down, which is really helpful for me. And as you can see, she's become really tame because of her love of veg, which has been really, really helpful. The last thing in Miss Piggy's diet are treats. Now, treats are something I feed very occasionally, but also they are helping her eat hay. So the main treat I feed is forage and herbs because she loves those so much. So in here, in this Russian doll box, I have the natural Summerfield, which she really, really adores. And it just has loads and loads of different forages in here. As you can see, I do have a treat video up, so you can pop over to that and view all of these in a bit more detail. But the main treats I feed are just little flowers like this, or leaves between the bars. And then she also loves the Nature's Simple Dandelion Garden, which is just in here. And this is another big favourite of hers. She just loves all these leaves and bits of grassy hay, and obviously the dandelion in there. You may be able to see some little bits of yellow. So she absolutely adores those as well. So those are her main treats. I'll probably feed her a little sprinkle every day, so she's really happy with that. And then I have the more unhealthy treats. This isn't too unhealthy, it's just the Burgess XL apple snacks, and again she really enjoys these. These just have parsley and thyme in them. They're just simply dried apples, so they're not unhealthy at all, but I still prefer to feed her the forage instead of treats like this because they are very high in natural sugars. And the most unhealthy I'll go is a treat stick, but it doesn't have any nuts, seeds or honey. It's just one of these stickle ones. Yes, Piggy! With Timothy hay and herbs, and also with dandelion, and that's the most unhealthy I'll go. Piggy! And here is Miss Piggy enjoying some of the herbage. But also another treat I'll feed her is just bits of fruit. So she might have that as a treat, a bit of fruit, which she really, really loves as well. And things like tomato, which I should feed more sparingly, I might feed it to her instead as more of a treat. So I could give it to her a few times a week, if that. So she really enjoys that as well. And of course she has unlimited access to fresh, clean water. And this is just supplied to her in a water bottle, which she can easily drink from and access at all times, and it is refreshed daily, and she really does enjoy her water. So thank you so much for watching Miss Piggy's diet. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see some more videos on Miss Piggy and anything else. Make sure you leave any requests below and we'll get back to you for sure. Thank you for watching everyone. We'll see you next time.